Welcome to the Part 2 session on Matplotlib. In this video, we will look into plotting multiple plots. Recollect, from our Part 1 video, we discussed the primary objects of a Matplotlib plot. It has a figure object and one or more axis objects. Earlier, we created this plot using plt.plot command. But note, we have not specified any figure or axis object. Matplotlib has done it by itself. Now, we will specify the figure and axis objects and plot our charts into the axes. Before we do so, let us understand the plt.subplots command. Notice, it has created a figure object and one axis object by default. This is same as plt.subplots1. Now, let us pass 2 instead of 1 to the plt.subplots command. Note that it has created one figure with 2 axes now. This is same as passing 2, 1 to the plt.subplots command. 2 or 2, 1 generates axes in 2 rows and 1 column. Similarly, if we pass 1, 2 instead of 2, 1, we get axes in 1 row and 2 columns. You can also pass other integer values like 2, 2 to generate 4 axes in 2 rows and 2 columns. You can also try other integer values to see how the subplots command work. Now, let us take the earlier data. Create a figure and one axis using plt.subplots. But this time, we store the figure and the axis in 2 variables fig and ax, respectively. Then, we call the plot function on the ax object and pass the parameters as usual. Note, though both codes produce same chart, one uses plt directly, the other uses ax object generated by the plt.subplots command. In this video, we will take the subplots approach. We import the required libraries and read the dataset. We create 2 by 2 subplots and assign it to fig and ax variables. These 4 axes are represented by row index and column index as shown. We refer to the axis object using the row index and column index. We call the plot function on the respective ax objects. We simply copy the same line of code and replace the appropriate row indexes and the column indexes. We replace the column names for which we would like to generate the plots. We may also have different colors for each plots. We add the plt.show function to hide the object information. We not set the titles for each of the plots. Different titles for each plot. We replace the appropriate row indexes and the column indexes. We change the titles appropriately. We notice that the titles are overlapped with each other. So, we use plt.titleLayout function. Notice that the plot sizes are small and we for sure would like to increase the size of the plots. Unlike the single plot, our command for resizing the figure that holds multiple plots is different. We use plt.door rcparams command with figure.figsize as the parameter and set the required size. Notice how the plot sizes have increased. Thank you. Happy learning!